Hello everybody, wish all you are good. In the last visual, we emphasize the comparisons between the planned and the actual with the help of simulation. In this visual, we will emphasize the comparison between the planned and the actual with both simulation and bar chart. In this way, we will be able to monitor the operation of the Primavera program and where the field works are going or ongoing through 3D drawings. In the visual we will watch, the upper left corner is the planned bar diagram, and just below it is the simulation of the plan created from 3D drawings. And the upper right corner is the actual bar diagram, and just below it is the simulation of the actual created from 3D drawings. Let's assume that the status of the project is requested to be reviewed on 11th April 2025, in which case it will be sufficient to stop the playback when that date is reached, and we will obtain the attached image, which is coming now. Remember, we are evaluating the project situation by supposing that the formworks found that it is spending twice the time that planned. So we will obtain this visual when we reach 11th April 2025, as we follow it from the playback. Here you have the playback, and we will follow it up to reaching 11th April 2025. As you know, we have in the left upper part the baseline bar chart, and just below it we have the simulations of three-dimension drawings regarding the planned works. And the upper right part we have the bar chart of the actual works, and just below it we have the simulation three-dimension drawings simulation of the actual works. And now when we reach, let us to wait up to 11th April 2025, and once we reach it we will pause the playback and get the obtained visual. Here we reach 11 April and we pause the playback and get the obtained, and we obtain the visual which we talked about previously. And as you see here also in a bigger figure, we have the baseline bar chart of the plan works, and here we have the three-dimension drawings, simulation of the plant works, and here we have the bar chart of the actual works, and later here we have the three-dimension drawings, simulations of the actual works. In order to be able to make a comparison between what was planned and what was realized, the table shown in the attached image coming now will be prepared so that the existing data can be transferred in Excel in a purpose-oriented simulation and bar diagram. And the section will be monitored one by one, and the status of what was realized after what was planned will be transferred. So here we have the table which we talk about. In this table we have we have two parts. We have the baseline situation and we have the actual situation. And for every part we have the section numbers, we have the structural item to be defined, level and location to be defined, elemental description to be defined, and the critical path situation, whether it is at the critical path or not, by defining by yes or not. So the attached visual will be created to monitor the simulation and bar diagram of the plan together and to facilitate data transfers. And in the next step, the simulation, the situation related to the sections will be entered into the table one by one. So here we are collected the bar chart with the three-dimension simulation in order to transfer the data from here to the tables which we talk about. So let us to show the table what we do, what we perform in this table. Firstly, we are going to transfer the section, the data of section 1 for the planned works firstly. So as the section 1 for planned works, the structural item in this date, in 11th April, it will be the reinforced concrete works. The level and the location should be at the second floor. The elemental description should be the column and wall. And the critical path, the situation, it is not on the critical path, so we will define it by no. As you see, if we return to our visual here, the first number, as you see here, the first section, we have the reinforcement works of the wall and column in the section in the first section, and it was at the second floor. So let us to continue with our. Now we follow the table for the second section. At the second section, we have structural item, we have the formwork and level location, we should be at the first floor, and the elemental description should be the slab and beam, and the critical path situation should be no. The same we will get it from the visual which we shown it now before minutes. And the same we will follow it for the third section, the same for the fourth section, and the same for the general. And as a general, we still we have not anything for general works as plan works. The same procedure we will repeat it for the actual works. The attached visual will be created to monitor the simulation and bar diagram of the actual together and to facilitate data transfers. And in the next step, the situations related to the section will be entered into the table one by one. Here, the visual which we collected by the bar chart of the actual works and the three-dimensional drawings for simulating it. So from this visual, we will transfer the data for every section to the tables which we talk about. So firstly, we will get the data of actual works regarding the section 1. As you see here from the structural item, we are at the reinforced concrete, whether at the plan, we should be at the reinforcement. The level location here, we have the second floor, and there we have yes, these are the plants. Now we are getting the actuals. The plant for section 1 was the reinforced concrete, but the actual we have the reinforcement works. The plant was for as the living location was the second floor, but as actual we are still at the ground level. All this we are getting it, transferring it from the visual which we are talked about previously from this visual, as you know. So the same we will repeat it for the section 2. We will transfer the actual data from the visual. The same we will repeat it for section 3 and get or transfer the data regarding the section 3 from the visual. And the same for section 4 also. We will transfer the data regarding the actual works from the visual. And the general, as you see, it's still at the actual works, of course, even in the plant work, we not reach it, so at actual also we cannot reach it. So, and now let us watch the rest of the visual, the part after the pause, of course. The next visual, the next video, or the coming video, will be presented by integrating histograms and cash flow into this visual. As you know, and this visual, we have represented the simulation and the bar chart of both planned and actual works. In the next video, we will present it by integrating the histograms and the cash flow, the relative histograms and cash flow for both planned and actual works in the next video, of course. See you in the next video. Take care, please.